All right, let's get straight to it. What's good, y'all? How you doing? See, we're gonna get straight to it. No waste of time. I'm gonna start off. Just go in order of what happened. Got my own shit on. Hold up. All right.
Swipey and King Jon Snow off. Swipey apparently got stuck on the toilet, fell in that thing, and is struggling to get out. We will see him back, I'm sure, one time or another. Sorry to King Jon Snow. We want to see, obviously, that man fight, but not tonight. Not tonight. King Jon Snow coming through with the biddies. My God, 500 biddies. We appreciate you, my man, starting out that hype train along with Roger Warhol to kick off tonight's Primetime 182. With that being said now, we will be moving on to what was scheduled to be our third fight, now our second fight, and it is an entertaining one to say the least. We're going to be having Prime Doc up against NAE Counter Kurt, two guys that have been really doing some great work over the last season or so within the promotion. NAE, a very new camp, have been doing absolutely excellently, very much have a number of standout performers, and Counter Kurt is one of them, and Prime Doc absolutely stamping his name in the division very quickly here at Primetime MMA.
So we're gonna get right to the shit. I'm gonna mute this, but we're gonna start off with this fight with Prime. So in this one, what I remember, if I was seeing it right, there's a bit of hard time he had trying to get the shots. The rear hook was really the punch that was fucking him over, if I remember right. Honestly, if I'm being honest, right here, if he whiffs that punch, we're not going for body kicks. This is one thing I need y'all to understand and know how to properly counter. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. So that's the biggest thing that I say is that we have to learn how to properly punish on moments like that. If we go ahead and we're throwing kicks off of that, that's not doing what we wanted to. That could have been a rock, knockdown, or even gotten the damage to make sure that he can see this shrimp attempt. Make sure that he can keep his force of nature. Jab, uppercut to the body. Let's see this. Some good jab feints. If I'm being honest. Yeah, no. Also, another thing, when we talk about these takedowns, right? We gotta be a little smarter on the shot. So one thing about this shot that I don't like, I mean, it was right after he struck, so he's gonna be ready to deny it, and then we went for a double leg. Going for that double leg is probably, unless you're going against a bum, that's one of the hardest takedowns to get. If you're going for a takedown, the single leg is probably the best one to do. I will say another clinch attempt here. And with that clinch attempt, if somebody, this is what I saw a lot of, and since they're in Southpaw and Orthodox, if every time you clinch somebody, they're punching you, right? First of all, I already told them, I said, hey, you're in open stance, which means you're in opposite stances. You're not going to be able to basically hit him with the check hook, right? He said, oh, I wasn't going for it. If somebody is doing that, you need to make sure that you go for an elbow. Once you do the elbow, they're going to be forced to block. Once they're forced to block, that's going to open up the 50-50 on knees, or it's going to be able to let you reverse. But if every time you clinch, you know, you're going for a knee or a takedown or something, or going for the reversal, right? Because what he's doing is if he punches and retreats, which my guess is what he was doing, he's going to get out, right? There's a systematic thing that you have to do to make sure that stuff like this doesn't happen. Good hook there. Yep, the rear hook is there again. He went for a feint. Another jab hook. Yep, it's just the jab hook was open the whole time, and it was just a little hard for him to catch the timing on it. I will say it is a bit obvious though when he throws it. See, single leg goes, he goes for the single leg, he lands it on ease. But what's the problem with him going for that single leg? He did it with 5 seconds left, right? So that right there should have been shot and done way sooner, way earlier, right? Right. Okay. Going for the fakes here. So I think he went for, what did he go for right there? He went for it's like a single or something right there. And that's that rear hook. That rear hook right there is chopping him up, right? He's really against the cage. Him being against that cage is really what's fucking him up in this ordeal. But I understand with the power, you want to stay out of range. He gets this beautiful takedown here, and we move here. All right, well done. He's going for the fake. He goes for a mount. Good thing that Kurt did there is that he had he faked it and then he went for it. So that means that he knew the race was coming. So that was smart. Some more ground and pound. Very good start to the round. I liked where this was going. I think okay, we're here. Goes backside from right here. 3 to 9. Oh no, I remember what was happening here. So with this, the issue with this and what makes it so hard, right? He's gonna keep in this position, right? What he's gonna end up doing is that he's going to keep on faking. He's gonna keep faking from backside. It's gonna get annoying. Your stamina is gonna continually get drained. He's gonna keep draining, and I understand that. One thing though, after he did that fake right here, you should have raced in the half guard immediately. Or it wouldn't even been a race to half guard. You would have ended up in back flat. Okay? So that's the one thing that I say about that one. You go for that takedown there and he instantly gets out. You get caught by the jab hook again. Yeah, you just simply don't have enough power for that. So it was the open stance hook all night. I think what would have helped you, I see Crow in the comments saying body shots. I think that might have helped as well from like right here. The one issue with the body shot is that he is throwing that rear hook, and that rear hook is going to land every time, right? Especially if he's trying to go to the body. Um, Biggest thing to understand and biggest thing to adjust is timing your back steps and your pulls is what I say. I know when we were seeing this fight and they were talking about it, they're like, "Oh, you're dumb if you don't ban Ilya, woo woo, this, that, and the other." He had banned Ilya, then it would have ended up being a weirder set of matchups. It could have probably turned into he bans Ilya, and if Kurt went no ban again, it would have been probably Habib versus Charles, which honestly I'm not mad about, but yeah. It's a doable matchup. You just need to make sure to get it to the ground and activate your force of nature. That's all. There was just a few mistakes on the ground. If somebody's faking like that from backside, you're able to punch them. And that punch that you deal while they're faking does a huge amount of damage. And I tell you, you hit them 1 or 2 times while they're faking up, they're definitely, and I mean definitely, they'll probably commit sooner or later. Bro, I'm not about you talking about OV Sniper, bro. I'm not about to see you torch OV Sniper. I'll look at your fight against Ian though, bro. We're not about to review OV Sniper, dude. Uh, All right. Okay, I'll watch it then. You're saying it's a good fight. If you just fucking walk through them, then I'm just gonna fucking turn it off because Ovi Snapper's not good. I don't want to waste time on that. So let's get to Negus' fight. And here, um, so what ended up happening in this fight, as it was starting out, I really thought with Joaquin Buckley, I thought he was going to end up, how do I say this? I really did think he was going to be doing a lot more block breaking approach because of the power, but he started with the kickboxing. 1 second. Okay, let me go ahead and rewind this a little bit. I've been talking a little bit too much through this, so I'm gonna be probably explaining the fight because I cornered him already. So everything I need to say, I already pretty much told him. But biggest thing I want to say with the whole fight, where the adjustments were made too late, right? So as soon as I'll say about like right at like 4:10, I told him right away he's going for body shots, right? You need to make sure to cut off the distance and defend your body, right? The biggest issue that we had in this first round is that Negus, since he was going for more of a boxing esque approach, he was trying to stay right outside of the punches, right? Which is what you want to do, right? If you're trying to box an opponent, and you'll see right here, he's going to absorb a lot of kicks, and I'll explain it in a second. If you're going to be going for a boxing esque style more, then you want to be in kickboxing range, right? The reason why you want to be in kickboxing range is right outside of punch range, and it will get you right back in punch range off of a slight miss, right? Okay, so that's what you want to do a lot of times when you're boxing. You want to be right inside of kickboxing range, and then you want to enter back in the boxing range so that you can return the pressure or whatever counter you want to do. Now, the reason why these kicks are landing so much is exactly what it sounds like. If you're in kickboxing range, you're going to absorb maximum kicks. So, how did he, for example, this spinning heel kick right there is because every time he went to reset, he backed out of the pocket, right? What he should have done, in my opinion, and early on, is he needed to cut off the range. When he entered the pocket, he needs to stay there. You see, every time he enters the pocket, he punches and then leaves the pocket again. When he enters into that pocket, right, he needed to stay there. Now, what's the issue with that? He's throwing a lot of jab, rear teep kick to the body. That jab, rear teep kick to the body would have turned into a knee in the pocket, right? So that still poses a threat in which he would have to defend himself 50-50, right? And obviously, you don't want to be doing that the whole time. So it's a mixture of mixing between being too close and too far. That's what I always talk about whenever I talk to my guys. Okay, he's kickboxing too close, too far. Okay, you're either out of kickboxing range or you're in boxing range to where all the kicks, all like that was a teep kick to the body that turned into a knee, and that is what's happening. So it didn't happen until I'd say towards the end of the round here, where he's finally started. Okay, I'll stay here. Okay, and by this time his body is already getting chopped up and cooked, right? So that was the biggest issue there. He was kind of getting into the point of no return here, trying to sidestep the kicks. The biggest thing he probably should have done there, he had to play a little bit of the 50-50 game and guard in the pocket, right? Of course, that opens up offense for him But if he is able to defend low strikes, blocking low, blocking high, etc., he will do good. So this is an obvious round for Linus, right? I told him, hey, you have to go full pressure, full forward, right? And that's what we started. You started this round with. So I said, stay in the pocket, don't move. And mind you, if he had done that earlier, if he started in the pocket and stayed there earlier, he would have uh probably not been in this position here. Probably maybe even win that first round, just because of the fact because Linus is extremely kick heavy in this round. Only big issue, he's trying to sidestep the knee. That's nope. We'll see right here. So this is when he's finally adjusted. He's finally made that adjustment right here, right? He's in the pocket, and exactly what happens is he's cutting off the pocket. He goes for a kick, and then he gets the rock. Okay, so that adjustment should have been made way, way earlier. Okay, and I think he probably could have won the first round, put him in a bad position, and we are down grappling. Okay, so from this, when he was grappling, he was doing a great job here. He has a rock, he has more damage. He tried to fake for the stem drain, wasn't there. Taking his time. The big issue here is we have a bit of a stamina disadvantage. Okay. So now we are back in side control. So a lot of this next round is going to be up. I don't know what that's about. Give me a second. Hold up. All right, we're back. A lot of this, so as you can see, he's going for armbar, all that. I think this was pretty much a flawless round from Negus. This wasn't the issue, and this really isn't much. This isn't the one I want to talk about here. He pretty much did everything right. Held him on the ground for literally, I think, 4 minutes straight. Right? Did a really good job of racing this here on time. So yeah, I think throughout this round he just held him here. Did perfect. End of the round, I think this is once again he's cutting off the range, not backing up. Cutting off the range. You see every time he goes for a kick, he's there, right? Stay in the pocket. But every time he backs up though, right? It's a hard thing to break mid-fight. Yeah, that pre-denial was good. Here we are. Every time he backs up, that kick is there. Okay, it's a hard habit to break in a fight. Footwork reads and footwork patterns is the hardest thing to break. Okay, it's the hardest thing. But okay, so you see he's still kind of dancing in the kickboxing range. That he eats another kick for it. There, he cuts the distance off after, and he gets his rock. That's another good round. I think he gets a knockdown at the end of the round here. And even there, even though you can see right there, even though his kick altered to a knee, he gets the rock. Okay. Now this third round is where everything falls apart, and I want to talk a lot about. This third round, and this is when we talk about mistakes and being locked in. Now, after that second round, I was in the corner, I was talking to him. Biggest thing, I'm like, hey, you need to take him down, control him, right? Get your damage there. You're winning there, right? That's what I say immediately. Okay. Obviously, because you see that he's got levels. If he can get him to the ground, he can stall it out and he can do better. Negus was showing levels on the ground. Okay. Once again, I just kind of, so as you can see here, every time he backs out of this pocket, he floats back and forth, he's eating a kick. But I think he cuts it off. I think he gets a rock early on by cutting off the range. I'm like, cut off the range here. Yep. So now he's staying after he throws, which is good. Boom. That's the right thing to do. He's doing the right thing now. He's moving forward and staying stationary. Still kind of backing up off the straight punch, even though he knows the kicks are coming, but here. I wanted to take down way earlier than how long it took, in my opinion. I think we got the rock here soon. Boom, very nice. Stays in the pocket there. Boom. Threads with the block breaking here. Catches the kick. Well done. I think we got a rock here. I forgot though. So the rock? No, we just got it back. Okay. So we're here, right? Round is kind of is in Linus's favor so far. It's going for the punch, taking his time here. So this is looking good. I'm like, good, we're in the right position. I like what I'm seeing. All that, right? So right here, so Ian system, perfect. This is perfect so far. And this right here is where we went wrong. This is why y'all need to be locked in. And no universe. That's not even a momentum transition. We need to make sure that we're locked in. Okay, it's a bit. It's not fast enough to where you all should be letting it up. Okay, that is where we need to make sure we're good. And then from here he panics. From once he gets in the back setting, he's like, oh fuck, I'm here. What does he do? He instantly goes up, panics, right? Gives up the mount. That's 2 back-to-back mistakes. Okay, so one thing, right? Yep, Darce would have been perfect. I agree. It would have been nice. But what we're seeing here, that's 2 back-to-back mistakes. One thing I want y'all to make sure you do, even if you're down and around, y'all have to make sure you're composed in these positions. Because you making this mistake here and rushing back to backside to where you can power up, I understand. You can power get up, all that. You rushing to that position is doing you no better, okay, than you rushing to that position, as I'm saying, is going to do you no better than you staying here for 10, 15 more seconds. You staying here and working your way out for 10 or 15 more seconds is doing you way more good than rushing, making a mistake, and now we're in mount, right? Now we're in mount. Okay, he gets the denial, tries to go up, another mistake, okay? And this is just all this happening right here is just rushing. Okay, he's trying to make something happen. He's panicking, right? He didn't seem like he was like frustrated. He just needed to get here. So right here, this is a very bad position. I say right here. I'm surprised he didn't go for the sub or drain for the 50-50. The only reason why I wouldn't is probably the sub offense. But now we are here to where Linus does something stupid. It's kind of the battle of the dumbasses here. So we're here, and then he's bobbling here. Didn't get a rock. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I don't believe he pre-denied that. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he went for a regular transition. No, he think he was rolling the back mount without powering or something like that. And now we're in a triangle choke. Okay. Which, first of all, I don't know why we're going for triangle chokes in comp anyways. You have an arm triangle and an arm bar. If that's 50-50, right? You're going to get the triangle choke, but why even put yourself in that position? You know, so we're here, and this is a bad position. I'm like, oh shit, it's not looking too good. And we're down in this round. He goes for it. Negus races really well. And right here. Now with 30 seconds left, I told him, bro, get up. You need points. You need to get up. All right. As soon as he got up, I told him. What did I tell him? Hooks. Hooks. Why did I say hooks? You got 20 seconds left. Okay. Nobody is going to pull on the first punch with this much pressure. You have a round to win, right? Hooks. You'll see exactly what happens. Linus is here. He slip uppercuts once. Okay. And then he throws and he rocks him. It's a big shot here with the elbow, and that's the fight. Okay. It was a power, and he pre-denied it. Okay. End of the day, right? I understand it, but the bigger issue is that if we go back, right, and we look at right here, what happened here, okay, you let that up, that's fine. And then we go right here. Those are two back-to-back mistakes that kind of took you out of the fight, right? Try to understand the pressure, right? Trying to get back to the position. But this, like, stuff like this is just the one thing. If you were to deny that, that would have put you in an absolutely very advantageous position, right? So, I mean, it happens. I'm not gonna act like I've never not denied something I should have. I have multiple times, but at the end of the day, you just have to make sure you get past the nerves and that you're on top of things. Let me look at that again. I think it was a power. I didn't see it. Let me see. You went up there right away off the GA. Which I don't really, know. And then okay, I see. Yeah, you powered that and then got rear naked choke. In addition to that, we have to make sure we race that or deny that. We're either racing that or denying that, okay? First thing somebody's going to do is that they're going to go for that choke. So I don't know if you need to lab with me or somebody, but make sure you have the races and the denial down, okay? You can, even if you want to, you can pre-deny up and then just race immediately, okay? Very easy. You wouldn't want to pre-deny up because then they can get the free transition. But whatever you need to do from this position to make sure that you have those races in the back of your mind. Because even with that stamina advantage, you would have. I even powered to get up. That was dumb. It's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not as mad at that power to get up. But yeah. Ian, what is your opinion on it as I move on to the next fight? The problem is getting mounted. I agree. I agree. Because let me say one thing. Because I didn't even really talk about that point. From right here, okay? Whenever you're in this position, you need to be pre-denying right, okay? This transition wasn't fast enough for you to miss. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be asshole, but this wasn't fast enough to miss, okay? I've seen like really fast one. The armbar is to the right. So you must have been you were denying the wrong way then. If you deny left, you'd be denying right. The armbar and the full mount are on the same side. So those are just little things you have to make sure that you have cleaned up systematically. Okay. So that's three different things just back to back that kind of threw you to fight. I feel like just watching that, you're better than Linus. It's just that there are a lot of um yeah, I think it was the pressure in my opinion. Which I mean, I'm glad. I'm Aniguis. I'm glad you took the risk. You put up a good fight. You put up a good fight. But I need you to who's a good EU kickboxer? I need you to uh practice against like kickboxers stuff like that. Practice cutting that distance off, right? And then making that read earlier. It's fine. I've had them. That's and Negus. Understand. You know how I always used to say, "Oh, why you always used to ask me, oh, I don't get why you don't grapple and comp." That right there is why I don't personally, because I know I get too nervous and I make mistakes, like you did right there, right? Oh yeah, bro. That's gonna. I might have music playing while that fight is going. I might actually have music playing while that fight is going on. Shit fest. Another shit fest, bro. That's so stupid. I don't know what y'all opinion is. You should not be losing this matchup. I understand TJ, even though he's not top meta, he's still top five meta, bro. Why are you losing this matchup, bro? I don't care if it's Driz, bro. I really don't, bro. You should not be. If one of y'all lost this fucking matchup, I would be pissed. I was like, what are we doing, y'all? Because TJ is like Anderson Silva at middleweight, right? He's ridiculously good, but there's just Piotr Jan and Sean and there's just Sean O'Malley to deal with. Can we watch that one head kick at the end of the round? Yes, we can, bro. That dumbass shit, bro. He did something like right here. Was it here or was this too late? Kind of just threw his entire fight, throwing a fucking straight head kick at a UFC 4 player, bro. This fight wasn't even good, bro. This fight wasn't even good. I'm glad I got it muted, bro. That shit was ass, bro. And then we got people like, bro, it's Driz. Boo, 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 boo. Bro, matchups matter so much to where nobody should be losing this matchup. Okay? Same thing when we talk about a Tony Ferguson versus a Conor McGregor. Nobody should be losing that matchup. Right? Matchups matter that much. If you beautiful. Thank you, Ian. 13 seconds on the clock. He throws a jab straight high kick where he was almost up. Did they show the scorecards? No way he didn't. Okay, here we are. Here's the scorecards. So he threw that last round. He either threw that last round because it was 1-1 going into that last round. He either threw that last round or he was already down, which I don't like. Even if he's already down, why are you throwing a jab straight high kick? Dumbass, bro. He was trying to get respect points. He wanted to look like he knew what UFC 4 combo. Oh hell no. That was so stupid, bro. Like shit, it'd be shit like that be making me crash out, y'all. Do we want to see Ian do crazy things to Milkman? Or are we gonna? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it to Ian. Ian, do you want to see this? I would like to watch it back. I don't mind. We can kind of just observe the parasite in his natural environment. What are we gonna do? He's a dickhead, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's just stupid, bro. And honestly, like I keep saying, you should not be losing that matchup, bro. Isam, oh my god, Isam walked through him. It happened. I literally predicted it, bro. I literally told Isam, I said, Isam, if he goes Sean O'Malley, okay, he's gonna lose. Right. Straight up told. I don't know why Clean Tuba is like a striker now. You want to be glazed. It's okay. We all get to be glazed, man. We all want to hear the praise, man. Don't matter who it is. So right here, and I'm gonna explain something as well. I know Ian deep down wanted to get a knockdown or a rock before, but right here when his health started going down, he's like, "All right, bro." I think Ian was probably like, "Right, we're not even gonna do, we're not giving this man any chances." Is what I feel like soon. Yep, here's the takedown for free. By the way, didn't even have to turn. That's crazy, bro. Tuba could be a very good MMA player, bro. There are MMA picks at bantamweight. I don't know why he would go Sean O'Malley. You're not like he's not like FSK striking level. I don't know why he would do that. I seen that. You seen the first time he went Habib, like he could just win, right? If he grappled more, he would win, bro. And I'm not saying this being a snake, but if he grappled Assam respectfully, he would have won. Assam really has like Alex Pereira type aura. I don't know why everybody wants to strike with him. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful there, race. The Ian backside system. Can't get out of it. And he gets a free mount. Right here, he knows what to do. He powers in the backside. Right? Boom. Okay, let me explain this. Y'all don't understand this, okay? And people were clowning Milkman, but Milkman kept letting this up because he doesn't know what was going on. If you go to the 9, right, and you get punched from right here, boom, you see that? If you get punched, if you miss the denial, you deny the wrong way, it's a free back flat. So this happens in the fight 5+ times. Okay, he's back to his feet here. Now that one, there's no excuse for that one. I'm not gonna lie. That one, there's no excuse for that. So that's another bad flat there right away. Goes for the choke there, gets the drain. He's gonna panic here pretty soon. Beautiful from Ian. That is beautiful. And let me show y'all something. Y'all want to show? Y'all want me to show you the moment that Ian won this game? Right here. Look at this. Right here, he won. He won. As soon. Oh, I didn't know that. So the back flat when he gets back up is undeniable too. I only know about the one when you get the punch. I didn't know about the one after. But fuck me, I didn't know that. So damn, he went back for back. He went back to back for his shit. See, no, but real shit. This is when Ian won the fight, right? This is as soon as I seen the pause screen, I said Ian won, bro. Ian won. Okay. Okay. So you got to pre-deny that. It's like when you like pull him against the cage, like that one. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I didn't know that. I'm learning things every day. But the punch one, I know for a fact is actually undeniable if you punch him. Right here, he goes back to back flat again. He looks for that punch, gets the punch, and that's undeniable again. Puts him here, gets the denial. Now we're back in submissions. Did you fake this? Did you fake that, Ian? Or did you go for that? We're back. He goes right back to back flat. At some point, you gotta race, man. I know this isn't the. Yes, you fake that. Yeah, this is the one. This is the back mount, not the back flat. That one's not as strong. I know a lot of the grappling shit. It's just I don't do it enough. And I have my own little shit, my little tech and all that shit that I do that I feel like is unique. But I'm not there enough. But yes, Ian, you should teach your team. Start throwing shit in the channel, bro. There's just a little bit of striking from Ian. Perfect. I remember that it just glitched and he was back on the ground. He goes here. 4 minutes to control time, bro. And this is a free back flat. As soon as he got here, I knew it was gonna be a back flat. It's like, you can't race it obviously. It's just one of them things, bro. And the commentary kind of just didn't know what they were talking about with some of the shit. He goes for it again. Like, I didn't know that that was so late. You know what I'm saying? Can you wait? Hold on, let's see. I want to see something. Would you be able to tell off the stamina is what I wonder. No, you're not. That's interesting. So he's here and he's stuck. He goes here, fakes it, gets it, lets his stamina go back, and this right here, I was like, oh yeah, that shit's over with. I think he races out again. Oh no, that was the one. I was like, yeah, you're not letting him out of that backslide. Crow, what was he saying? Like, that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I was in the comments, I was being funny about like Milkman losing and shit, but y'all gotta understand, like, Milkman wasn't just losing because he's like not as good as Ian. There was just shit he didn't know about the ground, and that's why it doesn't work to have people commentating the game that don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't understand, you know, exploits or any of that stuff, it's just you're gonna be shitting on people who don't really deserve it. Like fucking Milkman just got totally outclassed. It was just a lot. It was a lack of knowledge, right? There's just levels to be shown. And then like even that, why is he going for the back flat and darts? Like, are we stupid? Like, bro, we have to. They just don't understand. So it's like now you're messing it up. And let's say we have 100 viewers, and you have 40 people who, let's say out of 20 of those people, 20 people understand how the darts works, and then you have 90 whatever people when it starts getting better. 90 people who are like did 15s watching like, oh Roger, and now you got that. Yeah, he just has no idea what he's talking about. And he has this weird thing to where he likes to talk shit, and when he talks shit, he like says this weird stuff. Roger's actually a dickhead, bro. Like actually, niggas are goofy. PT Coms, I'm not gonna lie, I hate it. We just don't have like, bro. I don't know the last, and this is me. I'm gonna say this with the ego, and you know what? I'm gonna say something crazy. The last, the last and I hate this man, but you know how bad some has to be for me to say this. Besides me, one of the most skilled commentators, like game skill commentators I've seen is Deadpool, bro. Do you know how bad of a position you have to be in to where Deadpool is one of the second most skilled commentators? They just want to act like they know what they're talking about, but respectfully, I mean, it was respect. Y'all watch this back, PT. It is what it is. I rock with y'all, but y'all just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's the difference between mechanics and IRL. In game mechanics, rules, a meta. It's a meta based thing. Doc's right there. Bro, stop playing with me, bro. Bro, stop playing with me, bro. Bro over here rage baiting talking about Doc's right there. Doc don't know what he's talking about either, bro. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I personally don't like him, but I don't know. Who was this? This was BG Brin. And bro, I'm gonna tell y'all this. If y'all are in a fight, bro, and y'all like need an alter ego, hit me up, bro. I'm so serious. I'm so serious, bro. Like hit somebody up. This is for the camp shit, bro. We shouldn't be going in a comp with 304 sleepy Leon, bro. Oh, it's 4 a.m. We shouldn't be going. We shouldn't be. We should not be going in the comp with 304 Leon. If y'all need help, Assam, me, if I ain't got it, okay, Crow is okay, bro. But yeah, So right here, I'm watching. I knew that this was gonna be a harder fight for Bren because Bren, the Warrior is just really clean, right? So right there, right away, know your fight, know your opponent. Okay, somebody very kickboxing heavy. He's cutting the pressure off. I know he adjusted past this, but right after that, no more kicks. At least that aren't push kicks, teep kicks should be thrown past that point. And then a lot of this whole exchange, look at this whole exchange right here. Every time Bren wants to open up, he's getting slapped by a shot, right? Either opening up too early, too late, right? See here. I'm down crazy on Warrior, but I tell you, he just plays a little weird for me. He's using the jab to rotate. Good job. And then the jab from Warrior is just very annoying to deal with. Like right here is when this fight is kind of close to cooked. I'm glad he's going to the body. He needs to start with the lead hook a bit more. Warrior is good, but his lead hook, his check hook isn't that scary. It's like it's there when it needs to be sometimes, but it's not first punch scary. There it is, starting with it there. The most difficult part about this, he did. He absolutely did. I think with if Bren had like the correct Leon, he would have. I don't necessarily think he would have won, but he would have had a better time maybe. Or honestly, if I'm being honest, I think maybe the Usman pick probably would have been better here. I don't know, in my opinion, especially a boxing. This is like a boxing style fight. You can go a lot of different picks off of this. You can go, man. You can fuck around, go Robbie Lawler. You can go the Usman if you're trying to grapple. I like Darren Till. This is like the one time where I would suggest somebody go Darren Till. Darren Till is sharp against JDM, like really sharp. But this is really where them like striking alter egos that you got, you can make them work. Like real talk. Because you don't like a lot of times you can't go like a Darren Till, you know, just because of the fact of the grappling threat, right? With JDM, that's not really something you need to worry about. There are a lot of different picks he could have chosen if he didn't have the alter ego. But all those are alter egos. I don't know how many Bren has, but we'll have to help him out, bro. He's getting. I like. One thing Bren is doing. I like how he's rotating by using that jab. I like how he works his way off the cage by using the jab. He's doing that very well. Punches. Starting with the straight again. Lead hook. Yeah, Warrior is really good at switching between his lead hook and his straight punches. Right there is another kick that gets stuffed. So he threw. So what? One thing I want y'all to work on is when something happens, right? Like somebody accidentally interrupts you with a jab and you were going for a high kick, or another example, somebody just misses a high kick. Take that as your warning. So you see right here, soon he's gonna throw this body kick, okay? And then he threw the body teep right after, okay? That first punch is the one to show you that you're too close. That first mistake. Let that be the mistake, and don't let you get knocked down be the mistake. But Warrior, he's controlling the distance. Another good slip hook. Yeah. I think this is where it was close to over. And he's just perfect on the finishing sequences. He gets the takedown though. Let's see what he does here. I think from here, Bren was just rushing the mount and it didn't work. Gotta deny that though. Gets out. Well done. I would say probably slow down the punches here. If he slowed down his pace, he probably could have found what he wanted. And he gets the mount. I didn't know he got mount. See what happens here. Very good denial here. What does he do? Okay. Oh, that's decent ground and pound. So right here, he can hold this 2 minutes. Oh, he just keeps going for half guard. Oh yeah, he sold. Okay, so if I was Bren from this position, yeah, no, that's crazy. See, no, we're not going for submissions here. We want damage. Even if it's not a TKO, we want damage because damage is what I didn't know that. What I'm seeing a lot of today is we're selling in key moments, bro. And honestly, that's the reason why Crow and Ian, why they're so good, is because you give them a key moment like this, they're coming out with a win. Crow and Ian are really good at pulling out in moments like these, pulling out a victory. Oh, yo. Okay, so let's. I think me included, we all need to do 1,000 mount denials. We all need to do 1,000 mount denials, me included. Me starting with me, cause geez, we can't give up half guard. So right here, he denies it. Pause. Still has GA, but that's not a. It don't matter how much GA you have. That half guard should not be there. Yeah. Okay, but let me tell y'all something. I need y'all to learn how to do. From right here, believe it or not, there's an opening to get back the mount. Okay. If I have a new video that I'll send to y'all, but if you don't understand how to do it, if you stem drain the posture up from here, if he was to stem drain right here, okay, instead of rushing back to mount, which I understand why he did, or he could honestly, can he power up and get mount from here? No, he would have to get the stem drain first and then do it. But if he stem drain the posture up here halfway, you have to go past halfway, stem drain up, he would have gotten mount back. Okay, but he tried to fake and then go up, got denied, right? If he stands right now, he would have got it. That's why we need to know some tech. Tech like that is going it could get him mount right back. So right here, he gets the denial. All he had to do was posture up, power posture up. All he had to do was power posture up, and he got reversed. Because with this, so that's one thing we gotta know as well. You get this denial, boom. Okay, you wait half a second, or you can fuck around and do it right now. At this point, you don't need to fake. You don't need to do any of that. You could probably punch and then power. Okay. If you ever want to break up somebody's timing on a pre-denial, instead of faking, sometimes you can punch as well. If you want to make sure that somebody denies on reaction. That's what I found. Okay. So that's what he got denied. And then we're here, and I'm like, oh shit, oh no. You know what I'm saying? Just in the moment we do silly things like that. How are we letting that up? Both of them doing silly shit. We just all have to grapple more. Yeah, a lot of different mistakes, and it's mistakes that we all make sometimes. The grappling mistakes. But this is what I always say, y'all. We need to make sure, in order for y'all to get good at the grappling, you'll have to do it in sparring and in ranked. Okay? Ian said it, I say it all the time. In order for you to get good at grappling, you have to practice it over and over and over again until you're sharp. Okay? Even if you know things, you'll fuck around and not do them in the moment. So after that, those are several opportunities just sold. Oh, good. Damage. But man, yeah, so we just be doing a lot of selling and comp and shit, bro. We just do a lot of selling. That one, I don't know. I think my guess is stamina. Yeah, that is crazy, honestly. And right here, this is cooked. This is like a cooked fight. He's going for, yeah, nah. This is just, yeah, yep, man, yeah. So that's the mistakes, and it's good to look back and understand little things where you could have done and could and all that. Okay, because right there had three to two different got out of mount and then had two different ways. Okay, so with that whole thing that happened, it was Hal versus fucking Jay. Fight was so shit, bro. Took up half the stream too for a fucking split decision to Jay. But no. I mean, keep it honest, bro. I mean, shit. I have moments like that in comp too. I don't know what we have to do to make sure that we're sharper on the ground. Do we all have to get on grappling alts? Do we all just need to do nothing but grappling? Is that what we need to do? We got to do something, y'all. Oh yeah, sounds dumbass. Started too early, but yeah, we're gonna all start grappling. I'm gonna make a grappling roll today. I need y'all to start using it, okay? And I'll make the rule set and everything for how you'll do each spar, okay? But we got to mix it up. Start using those rolls. Yes, on ranked you need to grapple. Get on the alt, bro. That's what helped me. Just get on the alt. If you don't want to lose to somebody and hear about it in PT or something, just get on the alt, bro. But here, let me tell y'all something, bro. I straight up told, I forgot who I said. I said, this motherfucker, bro, if he goes Sean O'Malley, he's gonna get starched. That's what I said, bro. Cause I knew he was going to. I knew he was going to. Okay? And here's the thing about Tuba, bro. His striking isn't necessarily bad. It's just not seasoned, bro. It's just not seasoned enough to be his pure, like, way to go. All right, he needs to go MMA pitch, right? If he was to mix in the grappling threat, stuff like that, that would help him out a lot more. We're all good enough to take a set off of somebody and have a good thing, but this is the reason I talk about why I don't grapple is because that's I'm not to the point where I can put my soul into it. But you talk about a key moment, right? Ian, you just got to put that to the side. I get it. I get it though, Ian. You just got to put it to the side, bro. Just remember nobody knows you. Okay? The way that you put it to the side is don't let it mean anything to you either way, right? So that means don't let it mean anything to you if you win or if you lose, right? Because you're going to lose to people you know and you're going to win against people you know. Don't let either outcome like matter. It's a mental thing, you know. I had a problem too. I was over here doing kickboxing on alt, and I ran into Milkman, and I was like, "Oh hell no!" And I had to block break him because I was like, "Absolutely not." But no, I'm not even talking about Assam. I'm not talking about this because he's doing exactly what I expected. He's chopping him down. Okay, Assam is just levels ahead of Tuba on the feet. And what I'm glad he's doing, he's getting past the feints a lot better than he did against Stroking. There's the rock that he was talking about. I know that shit really pissed him off. Very nice head movement to get back. But even if this was a good player, O'Malley versus Garbert is not a good matchup. You have to be significantly better than your opponent to make this matchup work. Any matchup to where you have to be better than your opponent for it to work is not worth going. That's my rule of thumb. Beautiful shots there. Ends off the run with a huge rock. That's all I'm just doing, showing levels. Hassan's been doing very good with his pick selection too. It's one thing I want to talk about. His like pick selection, game plan, and all that. He does a magnificent job. That's a beautiful interrupting straight. Oof. Boom. Woo! Clean, crisp, nice footwork. Assam's footwork is very nice. And oh my gosh, why did he stay there? Yeah, Assam is just getting chopped to bits here. Oh my, oh my gosh, oh my, bro, motherfucker look like T.J. Dillashaw. You over here giving out Dillashaw beats, bro? Motherfucker said one, two, look, one, two, three, four, five, six. My God. I used to go on Austin Cheese and whenever I beat block, I just expose myself. I know, bro. It's hard to do. It's hard to do, bro. It's a discipline thing. I'm telling you, it's hard as hell to do. But hey, you got to be disciplined enough to say, hey, no, I can't. I can't. I got to lock in. Just remember why you're playing ranked. You're playing it for comp to set yourself up for comp. I'll be right back, y'all. And we're going to get into the main event of the evening. Or if y'all have any other shit that y'all want me to go over, please put it in the comments. I know that you, Crow, wanted to see your VFL fight against OV Sniper. And any other fight, let me know, y'all. Uh, it's time. It's time. Man, oh man. It's been a good hate watch, y'all. I finally don't have to hear nothing from this man no more, man. Yes, sir. It's time. Why don't y'all tell me I sound like a robot? Hold up. Y'all should have told me that. I sound like a fucking robot. I need to figure out a way. So maybe I just turn off the mic. Hello, hello. Man, it's still happening. Hold up. Okay, so I know what I'm gonna do. Hold on. I'm gonna just mute a human. Okay. Now it's probably not gonna echo. Y'all should have told me, bro. I didn't know I sound like a fucking robot, nigga. It's crazy. Alright, let's get to it, man. Man. Whew. Maximus, man. Lil bro came and I was scared. I thought we was gonna see a 30-27 Deadpool, bro. But I ain't gonna lie. We started this fight out shaky. I knew he could do it on his own. That's why I didn't corner him. And also, man, I know he had it. Let's see this. So, beginning of this fight, starting with that T kick, the rear hook. We got to work on that. Okay. That rear hook really be fucking us up in the southpaw. That right hand, left hand with that, whichever one it is. This one really be fucking us up. We got to work on making our back steps or whatever we have to do to make sure. Or even, you got Conor McGregor, bro. I think he has 95 switch stands. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But with 95 switch stands, I don't care what people say, you can go to orthodox if you're more comfortable there. It's either 95, 85, or 90, whatever it is. Pretty sure it's good enough, and it don't matter since you got all that power at the end of the day. If you need to close that stance so you don't get hit by it, you're not cut from that cloth. Okay, bro. It's a Superman punch there. So at this beginning, I was like, okay, Maxie ain't doing too bad. This kind of the typical Superman punch. Yep, the 50-50. Well, that's what Deadpool likes to do a lot. He does a lot of the 50-50 from outside the range. So he does the Superman punch and the low kick on the low kick feint to body kick to punish people who like to be patient. That's one thing he's been doing. And you get up. I don't know how, but yeah, I knew as soon as you rocked him or even hurt him, he was gonna start cheesing you. That was a good body shot. Rear hook again. Here we are, a little bit of the clinch work. And at the end of the day, bro, the matchup, this is one of the matchups. Y'all are at the skill level. And when I be talking about these skills and all this and all like the you shouldn't lose the such and such, it's because I believe y'all are good enough players to where stats matter. When you got two people who are either at the same level or one is slightly better than the other, which I believe that Maxi is a better striker than Deadpool, right? Like picks matter, okay? The only time a pick doesn't matter is when you're substantially better than somebody. And if you're substantially better than somebody, I'm damn near not watching that shit. And when I'm talking substantially better, I'm talking about like we're watching and respecting him, but we seen it earlier. This made me shit my pants. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. So, but that would substantially better would be like we saw with Assam versus fucking uh Tuba. I don't think there's a matchup where Tuba beats Assam in striking, you know, but that's like there. But even then, I don't want y'all aura picking. You know what I'm saying? Rank comp, just win the fight. You know? That's 1-0 Deadpool going into this round. Ooh. Interesting body kick. He's trying to get the body damage. Good jab hook there. Yep. There's a side kick. I was honestly going to suggest the side kick there. So like I said, I was in there. I was going. So I wasn't mad at you going for it. There's another man. Big mistake there. So right there, what Deadpool did correct is that he cut off the distance, right? And when you went for the kick, you got chopped up. Okay. So what I need y'all to do, what he did right here, okay? I need y'all to be telling y'all. See, y'all gotta understand. I don't want to use this motherfucker as an example, but y'all forced my hand when it can't nobody else cut off a kick. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you cut the kicks off. It's not a hard concept. Do you think a corner would help me out? We can try it. Let's try it for it. Next time we do a BK card, let's try it out. Let's test it out and see. But I don't know. You've been doing well without him is the thing, dude. Like the best thing I could tell you is probably just the score and stuff. Cause I feel like out of everybody, I feel like I have a really good sense of scorecards, better than most. That's where I really help people out at, is telling them the scorecards because they're so locked into the fight. I'm able to watch damage and I can kind of feel it out. Body shot. Nice jab hook when he tries to clinch. But Deadpool just going for repeated clinches. I think he was. Ooh, tough slip there. Nice. So there, he ducks after every time. It's another rear hook. Very nice. The open. I just knew kind of right here she was gonna get slapped by a jab hook. I think I tried to call one right here. Yep. Just kind of having a hard time dealing with the stance. And like I said, you can close that with Conor, I'm pretty sure. I think he has like, yeah, beautiful feint. See, that's beautiful. Look at this setup here. Levels. Levels. Woo! Levels in that setup. What are we doing? What are we doing? And then you go for a fake takedown with Conor McGregor, dude. That's a lot. Let's be smart. Okay? Let's be smart. Like, no. I have to go back. Because you get the Rock. You have Conor McGregor, okay? You get the Rock here, feint, boom, boom. All you should be doing is block breaking. All you should be doing is block breaking. I get the idea, but you good, bro. And nobody calls out Deadpool for being one of the worst bobbleheaders in the community. Deadpool is everything that he claims other people to be. He's one of the worst bobbleheaders in the community. He has some of the worst ping. I think he actually does have the worst ping, like some of the worst ping in NA, in the US. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually terrible. Also, another thing, Max, stop overdoing the feint. I'm proud of you for figuring out what a feint is, but stop overdoing it. You have to commit to your combinations. If he's not biting on the feint, pulling whatever, then you need to commit to your punches. That's the other side of the feint switch up. So stop overdoing that feint. Prime Doc is doing it too. If the motherfucker is not reacting, follow through with a punch. Once he starts pulling, slipping, whatever, that's when you keep up with the feints. Okay. And man. So right here, I was like, oh shit. I don't know. I think I had a 1-1. But 1-1 is not ever anywhere where you want to be. Ideal best way to beat Deadpool. Either going 2-0 into the third round because he has no finishing capability, or KO. Now this was just beautiful. Goes here, and we saw several slip uppercuts because he kept ducking. He kept ducking, right? I think we see another one here. I'm over here going crazy in the call. Oh, yes! And then he starts clinch spamming all that. I get scared here for the 50-50. But Max, look at that. He resets his stamina first. Beautiful. Boom, another one. Ducks again. Oh my gosh. And you can't, here's my issue. You can't talk shit. You just ducked into 5-6 different uppercuts, my nigga. You talking about he's just looking for the slip. You double ducked. You slip ducked and got punished, my nigga. You got cooked. You got cooked. And this right here, I'm screaming, yes, 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 Maxie. I'm over here going crazy, bro. And then Roger Warhol said some dumb shit. I'd slap the shit out that nigga, bro. I'm so serious, bro. He is a goofy ass nigga, bro. He's a cornball. My son gets it done. But no, this was like, that's the highlight, bro. That's the highlight of the card, man. I'm telling you. And then Blink got fucking ran through by striking, bro. Insane work. Whew. Man, oh man. Let me hear what this nigga said, bro. Anywho, that was amazing, right? Get this nigga off comms, bro. Besides that, that was an amazing. It's amazing work. EFL 211. All right. I'm so serious, bro. If this shit start off with 5 rocks, I'm not watching it, bro. Bro, no, I'm not gonna lie. Crow, I'm not gonna lie. We not watching back. No OV sniper fight, bro. Give me a better fight. Unless it was for like a belt or something, bro. I'll watch Maxie's as you know what? I'll do it. Y'all give me 1 second though. Actually, y'all, I had to witness Conor Kurt versus Prana. It's because he lost. We got to see that. We got to watch that back. I'll be back. This is gonna be part one. Part two, I need 5, 6 fights ready. I'll write down the fights that we'll watch.